Hello there. This is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. The game favors the bold. I'm going to tell you what. I don't care how you choose to approach a woman, whether you approach her a cold approach or whether you use choosing signals, wait for choosing signals. You got to be bold because even with choosing signals, you still got to approach. The woman, she could have a sign up saying, hey, I want you. You still got to approach her. It's very few men who got it to the point that the women going to approach them. And even in those situations, you still got to be bold because the approach is just the introduction, regardless of how it comes, why it comes, and everything. That's just the introduction. You still got to be bold in your interactions with women. You can't have fear. See, a big problem is a lot of guys got fear when they deal with women. A lot of guys got fear. They're afraid of saying the wrong thing. Like, I give you an example. Say a man get with that woman, right? Get with that adjustable 7, but she adjusts to about a 9, right? A lot of times they put those women on pedestals. You're afraid. See, a guy meet that fine woman and they so afraid of losing her or being rejected or blowing a chance that they ain't really themselves. They passive and stuff in the woman like, whatever, But the boldness, if you just bold with her, and when I say bold, you just tough. You don't care. If you got to say something to her, you going to say it. That turns them on. Because being bold is masculine. It taps into the inner masculine of a man, Because what I talk about, I've talked about the house of the man. But if you think about it, right? Three pillars of the house of man, and even the fourth really imply a man asserting himself, imposing his will. When you're a warrior, even though the warrior is more defensive, you're still imposing your will in a situation that requires you to be a warrior, requires it. You got somebody attacking you, you imposing your will on them to defeat them. If you're an eagle, the eagle is a hunter. An eagle is imposing his will on a situation. So the eagle, that's the analogy, for the man who can see ahead. And, when he's seeing ahead, he's solving the problems. You imposing your mental facilities on a situation, using that logic and rational thinking to solve a problem. You imposing your will. When you talk about the hunter definitely imposes his will. Nothing lives unless something dies. That's the hunter. And even the healer, you imposing your will. Now the healer represents the guy making love to that woman, restoring her or something, bringing her pleasure. You imposing your will in that situation. Even when you have sex with a woman. Let me get into that. I'm going to tell you something now. Now, I've talked before about the 9 levels of a woman's orgasm. About level 5, you can't be soft. Like when you start off, yeah, it's cool. And, you in there, it's good. About level 5, that's when she be like harder. Or she might, and that's if she's being nice, she'll say harder. She'll be like, because she might be like, bitch, that's all you got? You holding back? Oh, shit, give it to me. This shit, some of them might be like, fuck me. They might be like, take this pussy, whatever. You got to be bold. That's their energy. So the guys who are willing to assert themselves, willing to bring out that boldness, boom. Now, let me bring it back around to just simply approach. A lot of guys are afraid to just simply talk to a woman. I'm like, what the fuck? She ain't bigger than you. The worst she can say is, no, she ain't interested. And remember, this past Saturday, I talked about, you choose how you're affected. Shoot. Make the move and stuff. Seriously, a big part of it, dude's afraid to approach. Dude's afraid to make that move with a woman. Even in situations she giving a choosing signal, they're afraid to approach. They don't know what to say and all of that. That's fear. Start with hi. Hey, how you doing? I saw you from over here. You very attractive. What's your name? you know? But you got to have boldness. Women look for that. Women are turned on by that. See, that's not an intangible thing. I don't care how, even if you like some drop dead, handsome, model looking, square jaw guy, you still got to have some boldness to you. Shit, a lot of people complain about why, like, women going for bad boys, Pookie and Ray Ray, Thuggo, or Chad and Tyrone. The one thing they got ain't even their physicality or that they bad boys. They bold. They ain't afraid to talk to a woman. They ain't afraid to make that move. She. And it favors them. You know, that indeed, sometimes I'm gonna tell you how big that boldness is. The dude might be like, he might not have that 6 foot height. Like a lot of short guys, like I know a lot of short guys complain. A lot of short statured men complain. But at the same time, I personally witnessed, I personally known some guys like the 5'7" or under even 5'5" who were they got women not because of their height or that they were cute guys. They got it because they just didn't give a fuck. They were bold with it. In fact, they bolder, and that boldness turns women on a deep subliminal level. Like either those big guys, like those like short guys, they real bold. Like I never forget the 5'5" dude I knew. He would boldly go after fine ass, natural 5'10" beauties. He ain't give a fuck. He'd be totally bold with them, right? I remember one time, we were at a get together, and this dude was 5'5" dude. He was pulling this. I mean, literally pulling, physically pulling this 5'10" woman into a room with him. He was bold, and she was just smiling. She was just smiling, and then you get some guys. They might be bigger guys or something, but they bold. They bold with it. They don't give a fuck. They ain't worried about rejection. In fact, some of the biggest players, they get rejected twice as much as than some nerdy dude. Because they don't give a shit. They going to be bold with it. They develop thick skin. That boldness works, and it favors the bold. They ain't sitting back waiting for a bunch of shit. They going to go out and get theirs. Are they going to succeed every single time? No, but even a champion basketball player, all-star, they ain't going to hit every damn shot, but they still going to take that shot. So the game favors the bold. Always know that, all right? So anyway, y'all, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.